Please stand for an opening prayer and pledge.
Father in heaven, bless us as we gather today for this meeting. Guide our minds and hearts so that we will work for the good of our community. Teach us to be generous in our outlook, courageous in the face of difficulty, and wise in our decisions. Thy will be done. Amen.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to call this Hancock County Commission to order this 18th day of February 2016 at exactly 2:30. Yes, Sheriff, please, let's all turn off our cellular devices. Thank you. Item 1, approval of minutes. Approval of commission minute meetings for February the 4th, 2016.
Move to approve.
We have a motion. Gentlemen, are there any corrections, questions about the minutes? If none, I'd like to call for a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 3-0. Citizens' presentations. We had no one sign in today. So no one would like to address this commission. Moving on to correspondence, item 3. Kim Franchek, Administrative Assistant, Hancock County Parks and Recreation, requesting approval on behalf of the Board of Directors of changes to the bylaws. And the cliff notes on that would be they're simply changing the meeting days from the third Wednesday to the second Tuesday, and the yearly elections from January to March. And that's, pardon me? That was scratched.
Move to approve.
Questions? Discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 3-0. Correspondence B, Patrick Ford, Executive Director, Business Development Corporation, requesting financial assistance for a beautification project in Cumberland in the amount of $10,000.
Move to approve.
Comments, questions? The project, before I even go that far, as far as that, I would like to point out, I know we know, but I would like to point out to the public, to the media, to the courthouses, to the municipalities, we've said no, we've had to say no in the last couple of years to a lot of requests. And those requests were for financial reasons. But periodically there will be requests that come before this commission that can be approved. And the reason it could be approved is because of where the money comes from. And the hotel motel tax, we receive half of the hotel motel tax. By West Virginia code, that hotel motel tax can only be spent on certain items. Salaries, new cars, an organization that helps children, all good projects. And we wish we could pass them, but the money was not there. But the pot of revenue that comes from the hotel motel tax can only be spent on the following. In a nutshell, it is recreation and tourism. And it's all, actually I pulled the code out this morning, and the code is all in there. It can be spent on public parks, recreational facilities, tourism, development, promotion of the arts, historic sites, beautification projects, in a nutshell, convention centers. in a nutshell, that's what the money can be spent on. So I just wanted to clarify that. Someone may say, "Why they turn this down, but then they're turning around and passing this? Doesn't make sense." Well, it probably didn't until you follow the revenue. So with that, there's 3 requests that fall under that category. The first thing from Mr. Ford, the BDC, as you know, is an economic development company, foundation, nonprofit, and what they have been doing is part of the economic development is curb appeal, and they have bought and been given unsightly properties throughout the county. I know there's 2 or 3, Joe, that he talked to you about in Weirton at the time they're going to tear down.
They're down, I believe, now.
They're down already. How can you get tourism and growth in the county when people drive through and you got all these dilapidated, falling down buildings? So what they did, they stepped to the plate in downtown New Cumberland, and there's a couple of buildings that were actually condemned, and they purchased them, and now they are going to demo the buildings, and they're going to make them sort of a little park-type recreational facility in that spot. That's what the request is for assistance on that site. What's mine?
And just add on to that, just about maybe 6-8 weeks ago, there was a lady from, I believe it was Huntington Bank, and they offered an additional $25,000 or $50,000, which
correct.
was for the purpose of helping take care of this dilapidated property to make the area better looking. And they partnered with the BDC and the commission.
And there's a lot of properties out there still. There they are. Further discussion, gentlemen?
So,
Vote on the motion. All in favor, aye.
aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 3-0. Correspondence C. Matt Cashdollar, Advisory Committee Chairperson, Mountaineers Are Always Free, Music and Art, requesting financial assistance for the Music and Arts Festival, which is in March sometime, in the amount of $5,000.
Move to approve.
Discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 3.
Mr. President, just
Yes.
to note that this event will take place on March 11th and 12th at the Oakland High School.
Right. And they've got a lot of entertainment this year. I guess some great bands coming in there. So, okay. Any further comments? Item 3D, Jim Harvey, Thompson Run State Park Board Member, requesting financial assistance for a playground project at Tomlinson Run State Park in the amount of $5,000.
Move to approve.
Comments? Again, this is hotel motel tax money, if approved. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 3-0. Thank you. New business, County Commission approval, a resolution to authorize termination of the Hancock County Animal Shelter lease and operating agreement effective June 30th, 2016.
Move to approve.
Motion on the floor. Discussion? Comments? This is the agreement we have between the county and the foundation, the Animal Shelter Foundation. And Counselor, could you better explain it to me?
The current Hancock County Animal Shelter lease was created in 1997. And through a continual renewal clause, it's just automatically been renewed since that time. The county would have to vote to terminate that contract in order to cancel it. It's in sorely need of updating. It's starting to fall. It's fallen behind where it needs to be. And of course, circumstances change. So, and it's my suggestion to the commission that shelter lease be updated, revised. You cannot do that unless this one is terminated. And there is pursuant to that clause within the contract, you only have until really the end of April to complete that because there's a 60-day notice requirement. In other words, to get it canceled on June 30th, it's really got to be canceled by late April. You might, because the other issues that you're about to look at with levies and whatnot, you may as well go ahead and take care of all that so that can all be cleaned up and revised. And that's my suggestion to the commission.
Thank you. Comments, gentlemen? We have a motion. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 3-0. 2, approval of order and notice for a special excess levy on May 10, 2016 for the purpose of funding the Hancock County Animal Shelter, as the current levy will expire on June 30th of this year.
Move to approve.
Again, Counselor, it's just the terminology here.
Correct. Yeah, this is for the, again, for the Hancock County Animal Shelter. It's for the care of the animals at that shelter. The current levy expires as it says, and you need to, if you're going to have that funding continue, you've got to put this back on the ballot.
Has to be done X amount of days prior to the election, and we are getting very close.
Correct, as this lady sitting to my left will sorely attest to.
And the election office will sorely attest to.
I think it was 71 days, which give them until
Yes.
February 28th. And this is our last meeting, so it had to be done.
Has to be
Yes.
done today. Further discussion, comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item County Commission 3, approval to advertise on the county website for 2 open positions on the Hancock County Parks and Recreation Board.
Move to approve.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 3-0.
One quick comment on that. All magisterial districts need to be represented, and they currently are with who's remaining on the board. So anybody from any district can apply and be seated in these 2 positions.
Good point. Moving on, 4B, Office of Technology and Communications, requesting the 4th reading of the ordinance amendment, enhanced emergency telephone system rates.
Move to approve.
My counselor, again, help me out here. We just have to read the name, which is the enhanced emergency telephone system rates. The increase will be $2. And the public meeting date will be March the 3rd at 1 o'clock. Is that correct?
That's the correct date. I'm trying to remember offhand if that is, Mr. Vitus, is that the correct time? Okay, yeah, 1 o'clock, yes.
That's the commission. That's the next commission meeting. Day.
So you're good to go. Yeah, you just need
Okay.
to. Again, I would just take your typical vote on this as you have in the past meetings with that.
Gentlemen, discussion? Yep, Jeff made the motion. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 3-0. Item 2, requesting approval to purchase a truck for the OEM office.
Move to approve.
And this isn't John Paul's going away present, is it? Let's see. Make sure you guys aren't slipping something by here. Discussion?
It's Bob searched for this truck for us. It's a used 2013.
Used 2013 has a towing package which will allow us to tow the trailers. It's in lieu of the Durango that John Paul took out of service right before he They actually had an engine problem with the Durango.
The other good thing about this is we were able to buy it from a dealership in Hancock County. And we haven't been able to do that for a while, so this vehicle will come from Hancock County Auto. Good.
Further discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Sheriff's Department requesting approval of the reallocation of funds from within accounts. Karen, everything okay?
Yes, sir.
Move to approve.
Discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Miscellaneous 5. Exoneration orders.
Move to approve.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. General County bills. Karen?
General county bills are $122,172.96. E-card payments for all funds were $35,453.37.
Move to approve.
Discussion? Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Animal shelter levy bills.
They're okay to pay.
Move to approve.
Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Fire allocation bills.
They're okay to pay.
Move to approve.
Concerns? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Library levy? Funds, bills?
They're okay to pay as well.
Move to approve.
Discussion? Shelter workshop. We're paying a lot this month. Shelter workshop?
Yes, sir. They're okay as well.
In case we didn't vote on the library, there's a motion to approve.
Wait a minute.
Did we?
Stephanie,
Stephanie,
did we?
did we?
But it's all like that.
Thank you, Stephanie. How old are you?
Same decade as you. Call for a vote on the libraries.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Shelter workshop. We have a motion, right, Steph? Not that we're aware. We need a motion, fellas.
So moved.
Don't forget this is on television. Discussion? No discussion. Let's vote. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Elected officials or county or department heads. Okay?
Nothing today.
Mr. Lucas.
Nothing today.
Sheriff.
I have nothing for you today.
Assessor shaking his head. Election office, you should talk for a long time. You guys should be getting ready down there.
Yes, we are. We have sent out our national change of address cards, so if anybody does receive them, please sign them and return them to us. On Tuesday at 9 o'clock, we are having the drawing for the order on the ballot, so all are welcome. And also, right now, we are taking applications for the absentee ballots. So if anybody needs any of those, they can do them online or contact us.
Good. See, I knew she had stuff. Thank you. OEM?
I just want to thank the commission again for letting me represent the county for the past 24 years as the emergency manager person. I thank you, and it's a good ride.
Thank you, Jonesy.
How else we got? Carol?
Yeah, we're having an all-county meeting on Sunday. Pat Ford from BDC is coming to talk with the 4-Hers about the importance of public speaking in the 21st century workplace. And afterwards, we're going to be doing a training on parliamentary procedure. So in case you have any questions, you're welcome to
You say we need it?
Where will that be held?
It's going to be held over at the Cumberland City Building. It's the all-purpose room, beginning at 1:30. Of course, I mean, you are welcome to attend. I think it's going to be a good meeting.
911?
I just
just wanted to congratulate John on his retirement. We're going to miss him. It's been fun working ever since we've been together, so congratulations to John.
Mr. Vitus.
Just more congratulations to John. He's been here a lot longer than most people. So.
Mr. Foley. Mr. Barney.
Two things. We congratulate you already. Enjoy your retirement. Hopefully you'll take several more cruises. It's a good report this morning on your previous cruise. I hope the next one goes better. Glad you're back.
I'm glad to be back on land.
And the other thing, there's a notice out, and it's aired, and some people might not know about it. I believe February 24th at the Serbian American Cultural Center in Weirton, they will be taking applications for future jobs at Weirton Steel. I don't think it's held to sons and daughters or relatives of employees, although there is a place where a person that works there can fill that out. I don't know if they'd be preferred. I don't think they can do that. But anyway, February 24th, Serbian American Cultural Center, a job fair for ArcelorMittal Weirton Division. That's it.
Okay. Mr. Davis. Commissioner Davis.
Just like to mention social events happening. This Saturday is the Weirton Rotary Mardi Gras. If anyone's interested in attending, I'm sure you could still get a ticket. It's always a great event, and that'll be held at Williams. So maybe some of you will be able to make that. Jonesy, this will be your last official meeting, huh? And we wish you the best on your retirement. Thank you for what you've done for the county.
No, thank you.
Thinking back a couple weeks ago after you were here at the last meeting, the hours, and it was fun, but it was a lot of work back when Ivan hit, and we had all that work to do in Kings Creek area and so on. I mean, it was good to be able to talk and socialize and help out the folks down there, but we made the best of it. It's probably the best memory I have of us working together, so thank you for that. The last thing I wanted to mention was Weirton Leadership. They came to Charleston yesterday, and they were able to get a photo with our local delegation and also with the governor. Took a tour of the Supreme Court and was able to speak with one of the justices there. And I appreciate the attendees who took time of their day to come down and spend it in Charleston. It was a good time. And Stephanie, she was there on behalf of the Hancock County Commission, and so was John Robinson. So it was nice to see the folks there, and I hope you had a good time. Other than that, that's all I have today, gentlemen.
John Paul, we said last meeting the same, but you said 24 years. It's 40% of your life was spent at the courthouse. And it's like 50, I couldn't get it quite out fast enough, but it's like 50, almost 55% of your adult life was spent servicing this county. And we appreciate those efforts.
Thank you.
The only other thing I had down was explain hotel motel tax, but I did that earlier, so I have nothing else. Gentlemen, I'll take a motion to adjourn. The next meeting will be March 3rd at 2:30.
So moved.